You've just started the gym. You promised yourself to finally make the change in your body. You're full of motivation, but only after a few weeks into your journey, it comes to a sudden end. That was me, over and over. I genuinely just wanted to stick to it, but always found myself falling short. I was caught in this endless cycle of starting off strong, sticking at it for a month, then falling off entirely. It wasn't just the gym too, it was with working, with keeping my room clean, with learning a new skill. No matter what I tried, I just couldn't stay consistent. It's been proven to take 66 days to install new habits, but for some reason, only 18% of people seem to make it there. I definitely wasn't one of them. So the realization hit me. Progress doesn't come from intensity. It comes from consistency. I had to be consistent with my sessions, consistent with my effort, and consistent with the length I went for, even on days I never felt like it. At first, motivation was my source of fuel. The sessions I had in my first couple of weeks felt electric, with a full tank giving it my all. But motivation is a liar which fades fast, and after it was gone, so was I. So I had to change it to something stronger, a vision, a clear mental image of what I was training for and why. So on those days when I felt demotivated, I would hype myself up and that tank would be full. Identity plays another role in consistency. To show up in the gym day in and day out, I needed to reframe my identity, making it clear to myself and everyone around me that this is who I am. And surprisingly, this plays into the aspect of accountability. If I assign myself this image of being someone who goes to the gym, not only would I keep myself accountable, the people around me would too. Because let me tell you, the second you become the guy who goes to the gym, your boys will not let you slack. One session missed and it's, oi, what happened to Big Nixon in the gym? Annoying as hell, but an instant accountability system. The last step to locking in my consistency was making a routine, not just in the gym, but in my life, so that there would be too much friction during my day to miss any of my sessions. Now that everything was set in motion, it was time for the real progress to begin. The first few months were definitely hard, but every rep I was leveling up and gaining XP. This is when the compound effect takes motion as well. Once you hit around day 66, it's like the habits weld into your identity. You're not trying to go to the gym. You just go. You're not forcing clean meals, it's just what you do. And it's a feeling like no other, seeing yourself in the mirror and going, oh shit, when did I look like that? Month 4 quickly turned into year 2 of being in the gym, and the progress spoke for itself. Surely at this point it's impossible to fall off, right? Bang, just like that. I hit a wall, not a gentle bump in the road. I'm talking devastating full speed collision. The progress had hit a pause, the weights were feeling heavy, and my sessions went from being my favorite part of my day to feeling like an impossible mission. Once I hit this point, I was in a spiral of slowly showing up less and less as complacency had hit full force. I told myself that it was okay, I just needed to give myself a few months to cool off, but leg day was a rare occurrence and every session my mind was elsewhere. Comparison killed my drive. I would open up Instagram and see guys' physiques, which made me feel like I was back at square one. That's when my consistency turned into a yo-yo. Up and down, show up, fall off, hype up, burn out, again and again. When you're in a rut like this, it's genuinely the worst feeling and there's only two options you're given. Quit and fall back into that cycle you worked so hard to leave behind, or to overcome this nasty period, I needed to make training fun again. I played my old We Go Gym hardstyle playlist, which I used to blast when I was starting off. I set new goals, which wasn't just get lean and build muscle. Fresh ones which actually felt exciting, like bench PRs, improved squat form. I tried new workouts to give me that extra bit of variety to break out of autopilot. I started training with people who pushed me, spotted me, laughed with me between sets, but also called me out when I was slacking. If the process feels like a prison, you've forgotten to love the mission. I just hit the 4th year of consistency in the gym. It's no longer just a habit, it's a part of my identity. What begins as motivation turns into discipline and eventually ends as devotion. That devotion can be applied to anything in your life: physicality, mentality, identity, and creativity. This is how I built the physique I have today. Not crazy genetics or some secret supplement, but through the art of consistency, which is what I'm bringing to my YouTube mission: to inspire, educate, and entertain 1 million young men through cinematic personal development videos. Week after week, video after video, not with viral tricks, but with reps and loving the process. So, if you're still stuck thinking consistency is boring, remember, repetition is the seed of greatness. Most people quit on day 30, but the breakthrough always comes at 66. Consistency changed my life, and if you start today, it will change yours too. The path of personal development was always yours, now it's just time to walk it.